The notion that we had for a long time that we can win with quality journalism, I think increasingly has to be questioned. I think quality journalism is a given. You have to have it to succeed. But the competitive advantage of quality journalism has really shrunk. If you have an amazing story, if you're lucky, you get 5 minutes, right? Because the moment you put it out there, there will be rabbit holes forming. The first few tweets will say, the Daily Telegraph or the Australian has written the story. 5 minutes later, they will start kind of doing their own versions of it, and off your audience goes into those rabbit holes. So the question for me is that rather than focusing just on content, you've got to start thinking about what is the experience I'm going to give with consuming that content. We are very good at creating amazing experiences with our journalism when it comes to elections and big sports events. We are not so good when it comes to kind of daily stuff. I think we have to really start thinking about, can we pivot our newsrooms from being obsessively focused about great journalism, which they should be, by the way, into creating experiences? How many editors walk into a news meeting and when somebody says, I have this story, say, great story, but tell me about how is the experience of consuming the story going to be on our mobile, on our website, in the newspaper? We've got to switch the language around this to say, what is the experience we want to give? Because even if you have the same story and your crosstown paper has the same story, if your experience of consuming it is different and better and more engaging, chances are that the audience says, you know what, that was fun, that was interesting, that was useful. I'm going to go back to them tomorrow to see what they have. I would urge a lot of you to kind of go back and say, do we have the right publishing platform that can deliver these experiences in a consistent, replicable way? Do we have the right skills in our staff? Do we have the right developers? A lot of us have spent a lot of energy combining our print and digital newsrooms, have struggled a lot and thought, oh my God, that was terrible. Try combining your print, digital, and your IT teams, because you need all of them to create great digital experiences. It's a profoundly challenging task because the IT world is so removed from the publishing world. So it's a big challenge. Our next frontier is going to be, how do we combine journalism and technology? And if you're not paying attention to it now, you will probably struggle.